So Shaun, of course, not got too many games left this season. Just how big is this one on Saturday?
Yeah, it's huge. I think, if I'm honest, every game's felt like that. I think now as we get nearer to the sort of the defining moments of the season, it probably gets magnified. I think out of the last 5 games, we have to be looking to win 4 of those to give ourselves an opportunity to stay up. And yeah, that starts this weekend. Really be a really big match. Every game brings a different challenge. But we know what we need to do in these next 5 matches to give ourselves an opportunity. I've spoke a lot about what we do in both boxes. There's some real fundamentals as well. We went very aggressive in the last game. So really simple things. We have to outrun the opponent. We have to outfight the opponent. And then I think we'll give ourselves a big opportunity to win every game.
Does this sort of a cup final feel to it with Blackpool obviously in a similar position to yourselves and they'll be just as desperate for this win?
No. I think normally that cup final you've got you've got a stadium that obviously is half and half. I think with Blackpool being at home, I think there's going to be tension from both teams. I think generally I feel even you could sense it in our home. When you're at home, there's big tension. There's a big moment for you to win. It's such a massive game for both teams. Look, we have to run more. We have to fight harder than the opposition, and then at the moments when it really counts, we have to be clinical. And how we defend in our own box has to be at the very best level we can be. And the chances that we're creating at the moment, we're not taking. In the next 5 games, we have to take them. Otherwise, we're not going to win games.
Is Blackpool a good opponent to play at this time, or is it just make them more dangerous that they're obviously fighting as well? And there's a bit of uncertainty with a few changes in recent weeks.
I don't think it makes it easier or harder. It's just they're going to be fighting for their lives, and we have to match that and then go past those levels. But it's in this league, what I've found is every game brings its different challenges, whether it's tactical or the physical side of things. So I don't see Blackpool being any different to that. They'll have their way that they'll try and hurt us. But it's the same in every game. We have to go in there and try and impose what we're trying to do. But the big fundamentals are we have to absolutely outrun this team on Blackpool at the weekend, and we have to outfight them. Every challenge that we have to come out on top, and then I think at that point then tactics and talent can take over, but the fundamentals have to be the foundation for us this weekend.
How do you keep the squad positive? Because of course some people look at it and think, what chance do they have? But how do you protect them from maybe outside noise, just keep them focused on the job at hand?
No, I think the outside noise or sort of the media or social media, I think that you can't control that. So you understand that the players will hear and listen to some things. I think what I have to show them is when we are at our very best without the ball, with the ball, we can cause any team in this league problems. We've shown it in the last 2 games. But the big thing I have to impress on the team is that we have to be more clinical in both boxes. We have to. There's moments even against some of the best teams in this league where we have chances to score. We are creating chances to score, and we have to now take them. If we do that, then the external noise it becomes irrelevant. It's really what we do on the pitch. In terms of keeping them positive, I have to show them the things that we're doing right, show them the things that we're doing wrong. But I still need them to believe that when they're at their very best, we can compete against any team in this league.
Is that belief and hunger still there in the squad? Is everyone still fully focused and fully determined to sort of help the club survive?
I feel that, yeah. I'm very. The team are aware that out the next 5 games we need to win 4 of them to give ourselves an opportunity to stay up, and I think they've known it now for many weeks that we have to now produce performances that give us that opportunity. Majority of the games that we played didn't have. It's now going to be defined by those moments. It's a balance I have to have. I have to keep pressing them, keep pushing them to reach levels that they have at times, but they haven't sustained them. And then I also have to just give them the belief that when those big moments come, they do have the talent to take it. And that has to be the difference between this weekend and maybe what's happened in the last couple of games.
And what's your message to the fans? Obviously, Swansea would have been a disappointment, but we're travelling the numbers to Blackpool, so there's still the numbers behind us. It's just about remaining positive and hoping that you can deliver for them.
Yeah, I think the fans have been very supportive. I think they're also really realistic. They know the situation that we're in. I think they know the situation I've inherited. I hope that they can see an improvement in the team. Certain areas I've improved, certain areas I need to improve way, way more. But in general, they've been very supportive. And I do not take it for granted whether we travel with 10 people, 500. I think we travelled with round about that to Bristol City. And whether we take 4 to Preston or 1,500 to this weekend. I really appreciate everyone that makes an effort to come to our game. And it motivates me every day to give them everything that eventually will give them a team that they can be proud of. At the moment, I hope they're seeing a team that is fighting to the death. It's my job over the next coming weeks, months, years to give them a team that, one, they're proud of, a team that's fighting for them, but also a team that they really enjoy watching. And that's my job, and I do appreciate the support.
The only part is that we saw obviously the community department's been recognised this week for their efforts. So how important is it that obviously the fans do feel that connection across the board really, and they can, like you say, feel proud of the team?
It's massive. I think since I've came in, that connection's definitely grown between the team and the players, individual players as well. So players that have came here, and you could definitely tell that the fans were less connected with some players or the team. I feel that's changed, mainly by the players. The players' effort's been at as high a level as I could have asked. But I know and I feel the connection between me and the fans. And I've inherited some amazing people in the club, community, academy, media-wise. I'm very fortunate. And I hope that they can see now a sort of a vision or the way that the club's going to have to be rebuilt. But there's people here that have been through all the good times, the bad times. So I'm very lucky that we have some really good people at this club and in the departments I spoke about.
And do you have a plan in place for whatever happens end of the season? Are you planning for either scenario, or do you just purely focus on the job in hand at the moment?
No, I think that those both scenarios, the planning was there from the day I took the job. So on those first meetings, we have to have a strategy for both. If we don't, we end up in a position like we're in. So I'm going to fight like hell for the next 5 games. I really believe that we'll have a chance in every game to win it. But we have to have a strategy for both, and that's this season, next season, and every season we have to be the planning for the planning on the pitch. I think you have to always plan for different scenarios. You can't just plan for the very best outcome. We have to be far smarter than that in the future.
How's the squad looking for this week? Is there any injury concerns or anyone who's back?
I think Joe Bennett's back training with the squad. He missed through illness. Charlie White's still unavailable, unfortunately. And Jordan Cousins came through a reserve game, which I was really happy with, but unfortunately he's not trained today. He's ill as well. So still waiting on Anthony Scully coming back. He's coming back from a hernia. That might be maybe a week or two more. But in the end, I think from the weekend, we pretty much go with the fit players that we had.
Just finally, obviously, Joseph Gola doing the charity work. How great is it that commitment from the fans to back a local charity?
Yeah, it's amazing. I've seen it now for a long, long time with Joseph's goal. I know Paul's obviously a driving force behind that and his family. So there's a real connection with that charity, with Paul and the club. So it's incredible to see the supporters put the time and effort behind such a great cause, and the least we could do as a club is match that.